What's going on, everybody? Blitz Tanks coming at you with my first YouTube video ever. Just thought I'd start with a little introduction from myself to you guys, and also introduce you guys to my fish tank here. Now, my goal on YouTube is to make like one YouTube video for every fish that I think is cool, where you can just have a one-stop fishing information extravaganza about how to keep these aquarium fish. Everything you need to know. If you wanted to get an angelfish, you could watch my video and be a semi-pro in no time at all. So, that being said, let's jump right into the video. This is my 40-gallon boat tank that I just upgraded from a 29-gallon, and I gotta say, the extra 11 gallons is really sweet. This tank, I aquascaped it with some fluorite dark on the bottom here. I got some holy rocks here for my fish breeder, and I think it looks great. I have my little stick here with some weeping moss on it, and it's doing its thing, you know. So, oh, here's my my electric blue Acara coming into the cut here. Let's see if I can focus on him. Yeah, but I saw him at the fish store. He was only $7 because he's so small. Had to get him. This isn't going to be his final home, just so you guys know. In my basement right now, I'm building an 125-gallon plywood tank. Soon to be tons of videos coming up about that because it's almost done. I just got a couple coats left of the sealer I got to put on there, and I will be done. And then that's a whole nother video. So yeah, here I have my angelfish in the center. You can see him. I had to get him because I don't know if you guys can see it very well. He has blue fins on the bottom, and I thought that was really cool. So I had to pick him up. This lighting isn't really doing him much justice, but you know what? Going to be plenty more YouTube videos coming out anyways. So I have my plants in here too. All of these are live plants. Gotta love live plants. Live plants are great. It just helps complete the cycle, and the more plants you have, the less maintenance you have as a fish tank owner, and like, I got really turned on by that. So hey, let's go. Alright, Siamese algae eaters are over here. These guys are great too. I have my flying fox right here. Once I got the Siamese algae eaters and I saw the flying fox, I had to get it. He's really cool and mixes it up a little bit, and he also, the reason I got the Siamese algae eaters was because I was a novice fish keeper, had a blackbeard algae problem, and they really helped me out. That 29-gallon tank was full of it. I was taken out by the clumps, and now I know more about how to take care of the algae. So I have an algae-free setup here. So got them for their algae eating habits. Ended up really liking this fish. They're really cool. They're in the carp family. Unlike Otocinclus, which are always latched onto stuff, they feed sometimes vertically. You know, that's just the way their mouth is. So I think it's really cool. Now, going to the bottom here, I have my peppered cory cats. And these are my favorite species of cory cat for a couple of reasons. First of all, they come from clear water, and I like that about them. They're highly visual, you know, they're in clear water now. I think that's great. The other thing I like is they're camouflaged. A lot of people don't know the camouflage of these fish. A lot of fish can change colors, actually. You notice it a lot in angelfish where you see barely any black bars, and then next thing you know, he can have straight bars. Pepper cory cats do it too. I had these guys in my 29-gallon tank, and they looked really black. They looked black and gray, and now they're a lot browner to match the substrate. And they also love shoaling up. And I have 5 of them in here now, so that's what they like to do. I come by a lot, and I got my squad. I see them just squadding up. Cory cats are great fish. Really common in the fish world for a good reason. A lot of other people go, "Oh, cory cats are too common. I want another catfish." And then they end up getting like a real catfish, like a catfish as fuck catfish. Next thing you know, that thing hides all day long. Never comes out. You'd never see it. It just eats some food, craps a shit ton. And then you realize, okay, maybe I should have stuck with the highly active cory cats. But, yeah. I love other catfish species too, and if you can keep them, great. But I mean, they're nocturnal to me. I'm not, I mean, I am up at night, but I don't have the lights off, so like I never really get to see them if I have them. So yeah. Next, we have some baby guppies in here. These are leftovers from the parents. These are the only offspring that I have left. I had a bunch of guppies in my 29-gallon tank, and then had them in there for a while. Guppies don't really live long. They were just trying to smash all day long. They must have burned themselves out, dude. But I thought I could really go, but these guys, man, all day long, every day, just on my poor lady guppies, you know. But it is what it is, you know. I guess they like it or something. So, yeah. That's all for the fishing here. I'm gonna hop into my plants for you fish or plant nerds out there. I am so into aquarium plants. I think it's awesome how the aquarium plants complete the cycle for you, make your job easier, look cool, and there's just no substitute for it in my opinion. Fake plants just aren't worth it. I mean, if you have light and fish, why not get some easy to grow cheap plants like this Bacopa here? You can grow this stuff in your substrate. It'll feed off your fish poop. Doesn't need light, or moderate light's okay. Doesn't need CO2, and it'll grow. And then you can take it as a herb to get smarter, because Bacopa, I don't know if you guys knew this, I just found this out recently. Bacopa actually has been being used for thousands of years to make people smarter. So yeah, check it out, guys. There's some YouTube videos out there of people hopped up on Bacopa, and they're like talking into the camera about how they feel so much smarter. It is crazy. I don't know about it. It might be fun to try, but I'm not going to try any from here. I would order some from Amazon or something. But, you know, it's something cool. So that's the first plant I want to talk to you guys about is my Bacopa. Next, I have my Anubias. This is Batterai, and I think this stuff looks great. Perfect size mid-plant, or mid-ground plant in the Anubias is just, it's a big hit. Anubias Nana I like shoving them around the rocks here. Kind of helps smooth out that edge, you know. Anubias Nana is just one of the perfect plants for aquariums. If you're a beginner in the hobby, go get some Anubias. It's really hard to kill. It looks great. It grows slow. The only thing you have to worry about Anubias is it will get covered in algae. So if you got some algae eaters in there, if you take it out every once in a while, take that algae off, put it back in, that plant will thank you. Because I've had these plants covered in algae before, and that was just my bad for being a novice fish keeper, you know. No one really tells you how hard it is to run a fish tank when you start out. You know, they'd say, oh yeah, you got to take care of it and do this, you know, but they really don't tell you all the specific things, you know, and that's what I want to bring to you with this channel. And what my YouTube videos are eventually going to be is just solid content, information that you guys, that I wish someone told me about the fish tank world, that hopefully I can help some of you guys out there with too. So yeah, stay tuned, I guess. So next plant I have here is some spiral sword. I saw this at the pet store and I had to get it. It looks really cool. I'm having a hard time growing it. I would say that this is like a moderate plant to grow. I mean, maybe it's just because I'm a fish noob, but hey, it's a cool looking plant. And the Siamese algae eaters cleaned it up because that thing had a good amount of algae on it. But I don't know what it is about that plant, if it's the shape of the leaf with the shape of their mouth or something, but these Siamese algae eaters, that's the first thing they went to, and they just started picking all the algae off there. And I was a happy camper. Just watching a fish clean your tank like that for you feels great. So next, I have my pygmy chainsword. This plant is the real deal, guys. If you have a high-tech setup and you need a low plant that shoots off runners and all that for you, pygmy chainsword is the way to grow. It grows fast in a high-tech setup, and it's great. This I'm just trying to revive here because this was in my low tank setup, and it grew a lot right away, but then it wasn't getting enough nutrients and everything. So I have it in here with some root tabs, some CO2, some highlight, and hopefully it'll work out for me better. Yeah. And then I like having the red plants in here. You know, red plants are big in the hobby right now because they make your tank, they give you a lot of contrast. You know, red plants are cool. And I have my Liguigia repens in there to represent some of that. Ligwigia repens is a cool plant. I'll probably end up making a video about it sometime, giving you guys all the information you need on how to grow it and all that. If you guys don't already have it, it's a pretty easy plant to grow, Ligwigia. The only problem I've had with Ligwigia is problems that I've had with all my plants, and that's algae. But with a little bit of maintenance, some work, and some knowledge, you can beat algae, guys. Don't let algae beat you. It's just a single-celled organism. Okay, don't let it control you. Yeah, so more videos coming in the future, guys. Tons more videos. So I hope you guys stay tuned. If you guys would like to leave a comment, subscribe, do whatever, man, that would really help me out. The only reason I'm doing this now is because I have a lot of time on my hands. I need an outlet for all of my fish talk, and YouTube's a great way to do it. And if I can help somebody out in the hobby, hey, we're all happy. So we're all in it together, guys. We're in it to win it. Subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned for more videos. Later.